Hello, and today we're going to be, this is probably first of the part of a series in many series in which I will be looking at the complex anatomy of certain YouTubers. Today, well known, possibly, YouTube attempt ranter, the archfiend, also known as the arse fiend, or the fart fiend, or the fiend arch, or whatever you want to know him by. Today we're going to be discussing his skull. It's quite cylinder-like. I mean, if you can tell by the, I don't know how to point it out. The weird kind of shape of his head doesn't sort of imply with the rest of his body. I mean, now it's probably just could be down to a number of reasons. For one, it could be that, as we can see here, the archfiend has aimed the camera weirdly, so it looks like his head is slightly elongated. As we can see, it's most noted in other videos as well of his, that you can clearly see his head looks longer than others. If you see some of my especially edited videos of our favourite complainer, you would notice that his head actually seems a bit more elongate and has a floating dog's head. That's a bit strange. We'll ignore that for the time being. It looks like it's haunting the screen. Oh, it's gone now. Right, no, but seriously, so yeah, he's got a weird long head. I understand it. He looks a lot like Aztec nobility. By the time of that, I saw a documentary a while ago on Aztecs. Them weird skulls they found look like really long, and like they got like what they did. The Aztecs did, if they were noble, they get some string. I think they tied it to the bottom jaw of the baby, and then they'd tie it around their head, and they'd stretch it. And that means if they had a really long head, like an archfiend head, I mean they were like Aztec nobility. And I think he might be descended from Aztec nobility, although on his Twitter it says he lives in Philadelphia. And as far as I can tell, there's no Aztecs in Philadelphia, because that's probably because they never were in Philadelphia in South America. But yeah, obviously here we can tell his head's really long. I know I've said this before, but it's so fucking long. The other day, I was browsing through some of his videos, looking for head-shaped material. I came across this really old one from like 2009, I think it was. It was like having a complaint about that talentless hack Ray William Johnson is going on about him, and he was like disguised an arsehole and all that, and I was just like looking at his head, because his head's like, well, huge, man. It's like proper long. I mean, like his head's like really weird. It like changes shape in his videos. It's really quite strange. Like I say, his head changes shape, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Because like, there's regular people's heads are quite round, and his is like really long. I can't figure it out as to why. Maybe like got it stretched in like a type of like printing press or something when he was younger. But they used like a pump and put it in his ear and like inflated his skull back, but it was like long, like what you see in Looney Tunes cartoons. Like not the new ones, they're crap, but like the old ones from like the 50s and 60s. Like he probably put his head through there. Or but yeah, it was probably like some sort of weird Tom and Jerry accident where like maybe like what's his girlfriend called, the lady fiend or whatever her fucking name is, or arch girl, or arch girl. It just sounds like a type of girl that's gone into an arch formation to let pilgrims into the church. Anyway, no, like arch girl, or girly fiend, or girl fiend. I think that's her name, girl fiend, or lady fiend. Lady fiend seems a bit pompous, but hey, yeah. Anyway, I don't know if she's got a long head like him, or she's got a normal size head. I've never seen what she looks like. But apparently, in one of the videos, she was from England, so I'm either guessing, because I don't know anyone in England who's got like an elongated, like oval shaped head. It's well weird. Like really weird, and like you look at it and it's like, oh my god, that's a weird head, man. Because I've not seen anyone else on this planet that has a head like that, or as far as to my knowledge. I mean, you do get like chavs in England. For like Americans, they don't know what a chav is. Like chavs, like the "you what mate" meme, or look a bit like that. But yeah, they've got weird heads, but they're not like his head. His head's like really out there, man. It's like fucking at the point where you'd look at it and go, "That's a fucking long head. How does he support this long head?" And it doesn't make any sense because like you look at the head and like it's not in time with the rest of his body. Like his blip TV profile, he looks like he's on steroids. Or that's probably the wrong one I'm looking at. But like he's got like these abs on his blip TV profile, and it's like, and then you see the head, and it's like that doesn't look right. That's like if they got the heavy from Team Fortress 2, and like like put some mod on for him where like they stretched his head out, and it wouldn't look right because we all know if he had a head like a TF2 character, he'd look like the sniper because he has a head. In fact, I reckon he'd look like the sniper if you gave him a tan and made him a bit unshaven and like put glasses on him and that hat, and then he'd look like him. But yeah, no, this is a weird sort of head, and I'm very glad we had the documentary to discuss his head. We'll be making more videos on his head. When I say we, I mean myself, because no one else wants to sit through and make these dog shit videos I make, but hey. But yeah, no, his head's round. Well, it's not round actually, it's oval shaped. It is an oval head belonging to a very oval man. Well, he's not really oval shaped either, he's quite tank looking. There's one where he's rowing a boat, and we'll be discussing that a bit later actually. Oh, here's the watermark logo.